Obviously, it's been a little while. How you guys doing? 2 weeks ago, I decided to put something on the channel. Impressive, I even managed to put that out, honestly. I thought I'd take the time here to just say some things that I think you guys probably deserve to know. You can tell it's been a while since I've done anything on a webcam. I guess I should probably start with where I've been. It's kind of a multitude of things going on when it comes to that. Number one is work. I was finally brought back to my job back in late March, and it started pretty steadily. I was getting 1 to 2 shifts a week. I was slowly getting into it. Nowadays, it's as little as 4 and usually 5 days a week I'm getting scheduled, which is honestly, I think is great because it gives me something to do. It gets me up. It gets me going, stuff like that. Put two and two together there. If you're working 5 days a week and there's 7 days in a week, so I have that going for me. Leads right into my next reason, actually. Fatigue. The days I'm not working are usually days where I'm just completely fatigued in general. And that doesn't mean I'm sleeping the whole day, but I'm definitely not up and about the whole day, if that makes more sense. It's not just work that's giving it to me, but I also have medicines that I take that tend to also increase that amount of fatigue. But hey, the medicine's working, so I can't really stop taking that now, can I? Most of my days at home these days have just been me prepping to get back to my work, because I love my work. I love going there. I love the shifts. I love the people there. I love what I get to do. I like helping the guests there, etc., etc., etc. Most of you guys probably know that feeling. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're all less than 14. I don't know. But I've got that going. Those are kind of the forced reasons why I haven't been on here as much. I can kind of now go into the me reasons, meaning I choose to not be on here for these following reasons. I guess I can start with priority numero uno and say frustration. Let's say this pencil is a line, alright? Let's say here is no frustration whatsoever, and here is the highest level you can possibly be. I'd say I'm maybe about the middle here when it comes to frustration, mostly for the server and the forums that I have once been so active on. To start with the forum side of things, a few weeks ago I wrote a thread, a very detailed thread, I'd say like 10 paragraphs or something. I basically talk about why I haven't been enjoying the forums as much. I talk about what I think could be done to be better. I acknowledge that changes have happened and changes probably will happen in the future. If you want to read that thread, there'll be a link in the description. Probably not immediately though. Maybe come back in a day to see the link because everything's kind of getting kicked right now. And then when it comes to the server side of things, I think that's where it's getting a little bit worse. I kind of dwelled a little bit on it in that video I made 2 weeks ago, but that's not really the full story. Clearly, my feedback is not truly being appreciated by most of the admins, which is upsetting, obviously, because you do kind of hope that they do appreciate it. Some of my posts were abrasive, sure, but they kind of have to be now because time and time again, the only thing that's been proven is if you're not abrasive, you don't get a response or you don't get a change. It's happened with the Compass update, it's happened with games getting deleted or moved, and now it's happening again right now with the staff changes. So TLDW, they're getting rid of volunteer staff members. That's really all you need to know. They are getting rid of them, and I'm not a fan. I think it's a very indispensable part of the server. It's what makes the server the server. It's what has, at least for as long as it's been here. And sure, these new things will make it more efficient, but is it really worth the cost of that connection there? At this point, I just have to wait and see because, I mean, they made the feedback thread, but it was very clear from the beginning that they weren't changing anything, so I don't even know why you'd make it if you weren't going to do it. Actually, I might know why. It's probably just so you can say you made the feedback thread and then just get on with it. And I guess nowadays, I'm kind of a controversial figure to the admins because of the things I've said. Because since the changes were announced to today, I have counted 4 admins that have either blocked or unfollowed me on certain platforms, which honestly says a lot more about them than me. So yeah, you're probably surprised my frustration is not way higher, but yeah, I'd say it's in the middle. It just does kind of hurt because it's like it's like if the admins decided to set up a boxing match with me, and then during the boxing match, instead of having a fair, balanced fight following all the rules and making sure everything's good, but instead they bring a grenade launcher in secret, they leave a grenade there without anyone knowing, and when the fight starts, they hit the button, they run away, and they don't care what happens behind them. That's more what this has felt like in terms of how that's all gone down. So I'm not gonna say that I'm necessarily returning to being active just because of this. I just wanted to say what's been been going on, where I've been, and why I felt the way I felt. I can convey feelings in text far better than I can actually just talking, so if you want to see more of what I have to say in detail, I'll leave links below. Again, you probably won't see them immediately when you see this. You might have to wait a day or two, because the forums and server are kind of having a boxing match of their own at the moment, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, I'm gonna go sleep. I will see you guys whenever I see ya. Peace.